Hi everyone and welcome back. Now I can't believe that it's already the middle of the year. How has 2025 gone this quickly? It's absolutely crazy to me that we're sitting here and it's like the middle of 2025. I just think back to like the beginning of the year and it literally feels like yesterday. So I have been recently looking at setting some new goals because it's kind of like that mid-year reset time frame, and especially even for financial goals. And with the lead up to the birth of my first child, I feel like it's a really good time to reset some of those goals and to really reassess things. And I guess along with that, I've looked at some different ways that I can try and keep myself accountable to those goals and different planners and templates that I can use to kind of help myself make things a bit clearer when it comes to these financial goals. Because sometimes I feel like spreadsheets are great and I love doing my monthly budget resets. I do them every month, as you know if you've been watching my channel for a while, but I do sometimes feel like I need something that's a little bit more in front of my face, whether it's digital, whether it is a print off. And in these cases, I really like to create my own templates and create my own kind of bit of stationery that I can use to really look at something and remember my goals, because I feel like sometimes they're so easy to put at the back of your mind and really forget about. So in today's video, I thought that I would show you how you can make your own visual financial goals list. I'm also really happy to announce that this video today is sponsored by Picsart. So if you've been watching my videos over the last year or so, I've mentioned Picsart many times in a lot of different videos. I've done many tutorials using the platform, but essentially they are an online all-in-one design platform with a ton of helpful AI features. So anything that you really want to design, whether it's for your business or your personal life, you can easily do this in Picsart. They have thousands upon thousands of templates available for lots of different pieces of stationery, calendars, lists, invitations, you name it, you can pretty much design anything through this platform. So I'm going to be utilizing Picsart today to really show you how you can create a financial goals list that feels a little bit more visual. Because if you're like me and you're a very visual person, as I mentioned, I feel like things need to be visual and at the forefront of my mind. Otherwise, if they're always stuck in spreadsheets that I only get to look at maybe once or twice a month, I don't always remember to achieve certain goals. I just feel like sometimes the discipline, like I said, is not at the front of mind, and sometimes it's nice to have a print off, or it's nice to have something digitally that you can easily access when you want to go over and revisit your goals throughout the month. Now, if you're interested in checking out Picsart for yourself, make sure to click the link in the description box below and use the code KayleePro for 10% off a yearly pro subscription. And a big thank you to Picsart for sponsoring this video today. Now I'm actually going to be creating my own template today, so I'll show you how you can easily do this in Picsart, and we'll go through a bit of brainstorming on what I feel like some of my financial goals will be this year. I haven't narrowed them down specifically yet, but I'll definitely kind of touch on that as we go along and sort of chat about what I feel like I might want to be aiming for in the next half of this year, and just kind of talk about that mid-year reset factor. And of course I should introduce myself. So if you're new to these videos, hi, my name is Kaylee and I'm a beauty and fashion photographer based near Sydney, Australia, but I'm also a content creator, and I started this channel a few years ago to talk about all things business, social media, freelancing, and content creation. And as I mentioned, today's video is going to be all about how to create a visual financial goals list. So let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so we're in the Picsart interface now, and I'm going to get to work creating a visual financial goals list. So the way I'm going to do this is by going up to Start New Design, and we're just going to go from blank canvas. So now you can customize the size of your document. For this, it doesn't really matter as long as it's visual, as long as you can easily print it off or you can have it handy digitally. I'm just going to choose something really basic and just like a regular page. So if I just go Media Kit, that's going to be a fairly normal template size. So let's just go with Media Kit and we'll kind of work off that for now. And then one of the first things we're going to do is actually just create a grid. So I'm going to go to Elements, and we're just going to grab a line, just a basic line that we can use for our grid. And then I'm going to just resize it a little bit so we can kind of work with that. And then I'm going to start copying and pasting this a few times. So I'm just going to go Control C, Control V, and then kind of move it down like that, and then Control V again, until it's roughly the same distance away. Control V again, and again. Okay, and now I'm going to grab the line again, but this time we are going to turn it vertically and just kind of match it in on the side here. You can always zoom in. So now I'm going to go Control C, Control V on that vertical line. And we're just going to create a couple of dividers for about 4 main headings or so. So if I just Control V that again, put one down the end, and Control V and Control V, then we can kind of separate it into 4 columns. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is actually just kind of highlight all of these and then say Control V again. And you can make sort of like a little separate, and you can see there's a few lines here that are out of place, but that's okay. We will fix those later. But for now, I'm actually going to use this square here in the elements page. And we're going to start just putting our headings in. So for financial goals, the main ones that I'm going to focus on in terms of like a heading would be what the goal actually is. So this one will likely be labeled goal. And I'm just going to Control V that to the next column, and another Control V to the next column. And these are all just slightly varying in size as well. And I'm going to select all of those and we'll give them a different color range. So maybe like a teal kind of color, kind of like that. Then I'm going to get the text out and we're going to label these columns. So I'm just going to grab this one. And we'll name this one goal. And we'll change the color to white as well. I'll just Control C, Control V into the next column. And then we'll label this one start date. And then again, Control V into the third column. We'll name this one end date, because I think it's really important, especially for financial goals, to know when you want to start and then know when you want to finish as well, and kind of have that end date. And then Control C and Control V again. And then weekly savings needed. So we'll just make sure that that's a little bit smaller. Okay, so just zooming out, you can see we've got our little tables there. And I think I'm also going to put in a background image. So since we're on the background page at the moment, let's scroll down and have a look at some of the backdrops. So let's just kind of like flick through some of these. I mean, this is cute. I kind of love this one. You can choose a wallpaper. However, I feel like this might be a little bit busy for this. Having said that, we can change this. We can make this a little bit different, and I'll show you how you can make things stand out a little bit more. So you know what? Let's go for a cute floral kind of backdrop here. So let's go for this one that we kind of originally saw there. And let's actually change, now that I've changed the backdrop, we will change the fill colors on some of these tabs. So let's go to fill color and maybe choose something a little bit different. Yeah, let's choose that one for now. And we'll also make sure that the text is a little bit bolder so we can kind of see it a little bit better. And to make the grid stand out a little bit more, I'm just going to show you a quick trick to do that. So I'm just going to grab the square again, and we're going to change the fill of this to white. And then I'm just going to move this kind of below all the lines. So just in the layers tab here, I'm going to move that kind of just above the background layer. Maybe what I'll do is actually just drag that there. And then I'm actually going to change the opacity. So if we go to edit and we change the opacity to be just slightly see-through, kind of like around 90. And then I'm going to go Control V and just copy and paste those once again down just above the background layer. Control V. Now you can also change the line thickness of the grid if you want them a little bit more like finer. And then I'm just going to select all the lines, and you can actually do a little trick where you can change the line style. And if you want it a little bit different, if you want it like in a different pattern, for example, like the dash pattern, you can do that. Or there's also a dot pattern there. Or you can just change the line thickness in general. And we might change it to maybe about a 3. So I actually really like the dot pattern. I think that that's kind of cute and it goes in pretty well with the entire look of the idea list. You can also click on these tabs here and you can make these a little bit more rounder. So I'm going to do that and I'm just going to go copy and paste that 62 and go to all of these and just pop that in to a radius. And this is essentially my template for a visual goals list. So I'm really happy with how it looks. I really enjoy making these types of templates. Obviously you can do things however which way you like, and this is just one way that I like to do them. So again, if we're just going through the headings, we have the type of financial goal that you'll be setting, the start date for that, and then the end date, and then weekly savings needed. So for example, if I wanted to pay off our car loan a little bit more quickly, let's go to text and we'll just add in pay off car loan. And we'll just set that in the middle there. And I'll just go Control C, Control V. And so the start date of this, well, today is like the 25th of the 6th. So we'll put that there and then say we wanted to have that done within like the next 6 months. I could put the 25th of the 12th as the end date. And then again, copy and paste. And then the weekly savings needed. So I believe our car loan is sitting somewhere in the 6s at the moment. So if we bring up our calculator and we say 6,000 divided by 26 weeks or so. I'm not working this out to be super accurate, but that would be, say, about $231 a week that we would need to put towards that goal. So in terms of like talking about some of my mid-year reset kind of goals, paying off the car loan is definitely one of those things actually. However, I don't know if we're going to get it done in that short amount of time, but that is definitely one of my goal resets, is to really focus on that and focus on debt. But also focus on saving for our shares and our investments. So I think that's really something I want to continue on with very strongly at this point in my life, especially because baby is on the way and I feel like it's always good to have that extra money lying in reserve and money that's working for you essentially. So I think that that's another goal that we'll probably have. Also, just building up general savings. That would be nice, with a few interest rate cuts, hopefully we'll actually get there. That would be really, really nice. But essentially, I'm going to be using one of these templates to really just keep my financial goals like at the forefront and make sure that I'm not forgetting about them. I am keeping myself accountable. And as I said, you can print off this template. You can have it just stationary on your desktop so you can easily see it. Every time you log into your computer, you can see it there. It's right in your face. So I really think something more visual like this is good to have along with your spreadsheets and any more detailed calculations, because I do think for more visual people, sometimes it is hard to actually remember what our goals are. And especially with the cost of living crisis at the moment, you can easily get distracted with your spending. I know exactly how that is. So personally, I really like to have something like this where I can easily refer to it, and at least I feel like I'm trying to keep myself accountable. So you can make these a little bit bolder as well if you want them to stand out just that little bit more. But essentially that's how you can make a visual goals list in PixArt. And let me know down in the comment section below if you regularly make these kinds of templates, especially for your own selves, like if this helps you or if it's something you'd like to start doing to become a little bit more accountable with your finances. Definitely let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Well, I hope you really enjoyed this video today and learned something new from it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do, because I'll be posting a lot more in future. Let me know down in the comment section below if you've got a visual goals list that you like to kind of touch base with or to reassess things from, if you need more visual templates kind of in front of you, because I know that I'm certainly that way. So let me know if I'm not alone, and let me know all of your thoughts and comments down below. Another quick reminder to go and check out PixArt. Make sure to click the link in the description box below and use the code KayleePro for 10% off a yearly pro subscription. Also make sure to hit the notification bell to see all the updates that I have for this channel in future. But thank you so much as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.